And welcome to a clash of the conferences. It is Derek Carr and the Golden Eagles going up against Mahomes and the Oklahoma City Bisons, who are both looking very strong coming up to this game. Set to be a good one with both defenses, especially the run game, being a major pain for both offenses that these teams have went against. So, with really hardly any questions, I think the biggest question whenever you go into a game is obviously who can win it. But the question I propose is who's going to have the most rush yards? And by the way, just want to issue an apology for the last match. I know I was gone for the rest of the game after that. Did not expect to be that way, but yeah, that's how it ended up happening. The game didn't save, so we're gonna force win for the Mounties, who absolutely clobbered the Voyagers just a little while ago. Now, anyways, let's go ahead and get into this game. We got Buenos Aires kicking off, and the 3-1 Bisons set to take the ball. Let's see it. I did not mean to hit change of possession, but all right. So we'll see a return. Oh my goodness! An electric return to start us off. And Mahomes coming into the game. He's been their star player so far. Let's check his stats. So very likely to take back the lead with 1,226 yards in just that amount of time. And like I said, I accidentally hit change of possession. So now we're going to send to the end of the game, see what's going on. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mahomes going under center. And we're going to see a handoff, which will only go for a yard, which going against this defense is going to be pretty tough. And we already have an injury timeout to Pacheco, making things harder on the Bisons in the run game. Thankfully, though, they got an X-Factor quarterback and some pretty star-studded receivers, including Rashee Rice. And, oh my goodness, big hole opens up. I forgot they have Kareem Hunt, who is wearing the number 29, apparently. But yeah, that shouldn't be a shocker to me. But the run here for the Bison's going to end up picking up 5. So all things considered with this rushing defense, pretty good so far. Let's see if they can continue that. As Kareem Hunt's hit the hole twice. Mahomes going to throw for the first time, and it's underneath. Pass is caught to DeAndre Hopkins. Call that a first down. Ow, sorry. Sorry, Wheezy. Or Hardy. Anyways. Hit my hand on my dog's forehead. Anyways. Mahomes throwing. Pass is caught. Nice footwork to almost get a first down here. Officials are going to say they're short. Noah Gray. Decent little tight end for the Bisons so far. And we'll see how the defense holds their water here. Looking to throw. And he's broken down and sacked. Werner bringing him down. Pete Werner, I believe the name here. And that is a huge loss. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Pete Werner. Just really, I mean, this is see, run, cannot escape. I mean, an unbelievable sack right there, being able to catch up to Mahomes and take him down like that. 8-yard loss sets him up with 3rd and 8 at the 33. Mahomes. And under pressure again, he's going to scramble to the outside. Does he have the first down? Yes. Mahomes scrambling is going to get the first down. An interesting turn of events there as 1st and 10 upcoming. Looking to throw. Mahomes fires down the middle, and that's into double coverage, incomplete. More of a hospital ball there, looking for Noah Gray. So on 2nd and 10, we'll see what's cooking right here. Handoff going inside, and it's going to be 6 yards. Call it 3rd and 4 now. Inside the red zone, 17-yard line. Bisons looking to convert once again. Gray in motion, looking to throw to Noah Gray, and he drops it. My goodness. You cannot let that up. Noah Gray drops a touchdown, and they're going to have to settle for 3, about 34 yards on the kick here. Kick is up and good. So Bucker able to kick it into the uprights, right down the middle. And the Bisons are going to stand 10 toes down. They get their points. As the Golden Eagles will return from about the 2-yard line. And a nice tackle coming up there from the Bisons. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this offense and Derek Carr. Seen his graphics at the start. We'll review them really quick in case you forgot. 1,042 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 INTs. So he'd have to have a crazy game, but I believe he could possibly take the passing leader trophy, if you'll call it that, as 2nd and 6 will put us at an injury timeout. Looks like Johnson going out. Not a good sign. That might have been a second teamer. I don't think I've ever seen him start. So they probably have their 3rd string tight end in here. 2nd and 6. Pass is incomplete. Trent McDuffie staying in there. I'm sorry, that's Tranquil. Very similar numbers. You'll have to forgive me. 3rd and 6 at the 28. Looking to throw. Pass is caught. Taysom Hill. 1st down at the 45. Under pressure there. McDuffie on the coverage. And wow, I mean, look at that defensive line effort, though. I mean, dude just got put right on his back. And Carr is still able to get that ball off. I mean, that's not even on that defensive lineman. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. Great coverage. Wilson Jr., the intended target, and now 2nd down at the 45 inside their own territory. The Eagles. Motion to Taysom Hill. He's running across. Play action. Firing. Taysom Hill. Pass is caught. 6 yards. Won't be enough for a 1st down. They'll have 3rd and 4 coming up. So now inside the Bisons territory here at the 49. Kamara in motion. Looking to throw. Carr fires. Caught. Wilson Jr., who had the drop just a little earlier. Well, not even technically considered a drop. He just got rocked when he jumped up for it. So anyways, 38-yard line is where they're going to start out here. And Alvin Kamara is going to try to bounce the outside. Not going to happen. The Bisons are all on that. Line of scrimmage is all we'll get to. 37-yard line. They're going to go for a screen pass to Kamara, and that's going to be a 1st down. Now they're matching for 1st downs. Call it 3 for 3. Tooth and nail. That's good. That's going to be the story of this game. And I see it being a very defensive one, but with some offensive flashes, of course. 53 yards for Derek Carr so far in this 1st quarter. We'll see if he can finish off this drive here, getting into the red zone. This is about where the Bisons ended their run, and Kamara staying up, staying strong. But he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, call it 3rd and 3 at the 18-yard line. They'll go single back here. Handoff. Kamara's. That's got to be a first down. And it will. So a nice run and nice blocks, really, there by the offensive line. And now they're lining up an empty inside the 15. Let's see how this goes. Carr looking to throw. Slings it. End zone! They'll say incomplete. My goodness, can we have a booth review? That did not. And I repeat, did not look like a incompletion there, but yikes. 3rd and 6 at the 10. Motion out to Kamara. Looking to throw. Carr fires end zone again, and it's dropped. So, one, a controversial decision, and then Shaheed, who's been their leading receiver, drops the ball in the end zone. So now a 22-yard kick. It's up. It's good. Tie him up here at 3. In just this first quarter, we've seen a lot of opportunities for a touchdown so far. 3 that I can count for both teams. As they'll keep going here. Getting to the 37. A nice resiliency factor right there by the Bisons returner. Getting to the 37. So again, set up a decent field position. They'll go play action. Or they'll actually go for the RPO. And Rashee Rice last week. 6 receptions for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. Quite the workhorse. As the Bisons, after week 1, they've only had that 1 loss, and they've been undefeated ever since. It'd be a big thing to take them down right now. Mahomes, big catch. Xavier Worthy. 1st and 10 at the 34. What a huge catch right there. That is vital for moving this ball down the field, and they have certainly gotten that down. Great job there. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. They'll hand it off, and Kareem Hunt just inches away from the first down, and that should take us to the second quarter. So there it is. The final score of the first quarter, 3 apiece. Eagles, Bisons, fighting it out here. The Golden Eagles and the Bisons, I guess I should say. And it's been a back and forth, to say the least, here in Oklahoma City. Bisons looking to get the motion here from Noah Gray, but more importantly, trying to get that first down, and they'll do it right there. 13-yard line, so now deep into the red zone. Hopefully they don't make the same mistake that Carr and the Golden Eagles did and drop it in the end zone here. See if they could get their first touchdown. Looking to throw. Senses the pressure. Going out of the pocket. Mahomes walks in. Touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. Why not? Walks in for a scrambling touchdown. So, big props to Mahomes here for sensing what he could do there instead of just trying to force a pass, which is what most of these quarterbacks do. And that call is coming back to bite him. As far as the Golden Eagles are concerned, could have been a 7-10 ball game. Instead, they are down by 7. So, That and the drop causing some big issues as the special teams unit shines again, getting them to the 35. Looks like it's going to be a special teams type game here. Field goals, touchdowns, of course, but of course, can't always rely on the offense. Got to have a little bit of defense here. So the question is, who's got the better defense? And Kamara gets rocked right there. Just as I was talking about defenses, he gets smacked, and it'll be 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard TFL. Carr to throw. Gets it out to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down behind the line once again. Just eating away at this offense. And it looks like a 3-man rush. Very interesting here. 3rd and 12. Throwing deep. Caught! Big catch downfield. Chris Olave, the Ohio State man. My, oh my, what a dot. Caught that one. And he had to turn around. I think if he doesn't have to turn around, that's a touchdown. But a big save for Kamara and the Golden Eagles, and looks like they're going stack inside. They'll motion Kamara out almost like a snow globe. Look here, and Kamara's gonna, oh my God, Carr's gonna fire again, and it's intercepted. Brian Cook, who was just getting cooked, will get the interception, in Carr with a costly mistake here in the 2nd quarter. Just lost this ball over looking for Olave again, and Cook said, not again. Taking that ball straight out of the hands of Chris Olave before he could really even get to it. So 1st and 10 at the 20 after the interception and touchback. Mahomes! Ooh, got that one out a second later. Might have been a fumble. And the yards looking pretty much the same. This defense is, oh my goodness. What a catch. Noah Gray. Call that 1st down at the 34. It's a huge switch up after Mahomes just about got sacked. Had to throw it away, and now Pacheco back in the game. Let's see what he can do. He's actually going to go down at the line of scrimmage. Mario Davis bringing him down, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 at the 34. Davis, the X-Factor linebacker. We'll see if he gets any more involvement there, and a big hit by him is going to set up 3rd down. 3rd and 3 at the 41. Mahomes and Pacheco in the backfield. Motion to Noah Gray. He's going to go across the formation. Now it's Trips looking to throw. Mahomes tipped up and dropped. Noah Gray had that ball on 2nd chance, and he just missed it. Off of the gloves. Might have to put some water on there. Rub them together. As it'll be 4th and 3 at the 41, and they'll boot this one away. A nice little punt there. Actually going to end up being a touchback, but that is A-okay. As Kamara in the backfield here, Derek Carr, who just threw the interception. We'll see what they decide to do with him as they'll pass here, and it's nearly intercepted again. Drew Tranquil nearly had a pick 6, but he dropped it. 2nd and 10 at the 20. Carr gonna pass again. I'm actually shocked by this decision, and it's incomplete. Barely getting any time there. And it'll be 3rd and 10 at the 20. 3 guys rushing after Carr on that one. And this one might be 3 and out. Motion to Kamara. He'll run around, looking to throw. Carr steps up, fires down towards Kamara, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. McDuffie in coverage there. Looked like double coverage. So it'll be 4th and 10 at the 20. And this punt here is going to go to only about the 25. Will be returned for a gain of 7 to the 32-yard line. So Mahomes walking right back out on this field after he felt kind of shorted. So Mahomes throwing quick, and it's going to be caught, but only a yard on the gain thanks to Harris. 2nd and 9 at the 34. Mahomes. Handoff. Pacheco running to the outside. He's got a first down and way more. Into enemy territory here at the 47-yard line. The Honey Badger catching up to him, and they had some words to exchange after that one. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Mahomes looking to throw. Breaking through the line, and he's sacked. The pressure gets there. And that'll be about the 2nd or 3rd time that's happened today. An incredible play there by the nose guard. Just insane. I'll set up a huge disadvantage here. 2nd and 20 at the 43, being forced back inside their own territory after the huge run. And Pete Werner with a tackle there after about 4. So Pacheco and Mahomes in the backfield on 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. They'll go slip screen. Pacheco can't shake the tackle. It'll be 4th and 6. Adebo able to get down and get the Bisons runner and Pacheco to force the punt here, and looking to angle this one out, and they do it perfectly. Ladies and gentlemen, we might see a safety here, which I don't think there's been very many of those. Might actually be the first here. Motion to the tight end. Handoff. Alvin Kamara gives them breathing room. It'll be 2nd and inches at the 11. So not quite the first down, but pretty close. As Carr will look to throw here. Pass is caught. Rashid Shaheed for the first down at the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 6. Carr now reading the defense here. Looks like he might look to throw here. Hill in motion. They'll give it to Kamara, and he barely gets back to the line. Chenal able to get there, and now it's 2nd and long at the 17-yard line. And an empty set for Carr, and we'll have a 2-minute warning before we see anything here. 3 to 10. The Bisons in the lead here at the 2-minute warning. We'll see if the Golden Eagles can mount something here. Motion across to Taysom Hill. Looking to throw. Carr unloads. Caught! Taysom Hill! 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Now they can at least set up for a field goal, but I don't think they're thinking that. Play action. Carr nearly throws another pick. That one would have been Tranquil's 2. But instead, all that's going on the stat sheet is a deflection, which is still pretty good, but not when it goes off your hands like that. Carr fires. Pass is caught, and it's Taysom Hill once again. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now, the big thing is they could score a little too early here in this first half and allow Oklahoma City into the end zone. But, of course, with a whole half to play, that doesn't really matter much. just looking to get some more points on the board and possibly knock off a playoff contender as they stand now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Motioning out to Kamara. And he tries to let go of it, and he's sacked. An incredible play on 1st and 10, and this is going to back him up pretty far. 6 yards. 2nd and 16 at the 20. So back to just the border of the red zone, looking to throw. Carr fires near the end zone. Rashid Shaheed, touchdown. Golden Eagles. In the stinky leg in the end zone is... Oh, they're all doing it. What a play, though. Comes back, finds the ball, gets it, and then turns right back, getting into the end zone. Incredible awareness to make that play. As this extra point is up, and it will be good. Right down the uprights. The Golden Eagles scoring summary. They went 98 yards in just 3 minutes and 12 seconds. We've seen drives last longer than that. We've actually probably seen an 8-minute drive in the Multinational Football League, which would be the longest. And they just traveled the whole length of the field in 3 minutes and 12. That's insane. 1st and 10 at the 33. Play fake. Looking to throw deep. Almost intercepted. It would have been Amadi's pick there, and can't secure the what we would call that if it was Josh Allen, the arm punt, as it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 33. Motion to Noah Gray. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. Zips right past Wiley's head into Mario Davis in coverage there. 3rd down coming up. Looking to pick this one up here before half. Looking to throw. Mahomes. Oh, DeMario Davis almost with a pick of his own. A lot of almosts in this one, and it's been mainly picks. Some drop touchdowns, but I mean, just gotta capitalize no matter what it is. And this one, having too much bounce, will bounce back into the end zone. And I think the Golden Eagles will just run this clock out. Alvin Kamara will turn forward for a gain of 3, and that should end things here in the first half. Triple zeros on the scoreboard, as we'll see the 10 apiece. The Golden Eagles and the Bisons fighting for one win only. The question is, who will get it? Let's take a look at the halftime reports. So, like I said, the Voyagers and Mounties game should have been done already. If you want, you can check back later on that, as the Anchorage and St. Louis game ends up going to the Monarchs 37-15 in a high-scoring game there. Taking a look at Rio and Portland. Portland comes out with their first win, but the Thunderbirds, not all is lost yet. They got some pretty good stats on the leaderboard, with 2 receivers making it into the receiving category in terms of the leaderboard, and their quarterback. What a shocker. So anyways, with that being said, let's take a look back at this game. The Mahomes-led Bisons. They've scored a touchdown so far off of Mahomes' scrambling touchdown. And can't forget Derek Carr unloading this one to Shaheed. And it ends up being the main reason that they're in this game right now. 10-10 ball game. The Golden Eagles will get this one back. And at the 8-yard line as well. And no special teams fireworks to start us off. Let's take a look at the Golden Eagles. They've been doing pretty well. Total yards, 206 passing yards. The main cause of it being 186 on that. Carr firing, caught. Taysom Hill, who now has his 5th catch for 85 yards. A pretty good stat line if you're a fantasy guy. Of course, unless you had him for an anytime touchdown, which still could happen. And Kamara is going to end up going down pretty close to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. Derek Carr. Got a tight formation here. Kamara motions out. Looking to throw. Carr fires over the middle and it's caught. Kamara, the motion man, gets the first down. And that sets up the Golden Eagles with some pretty good field position moving forward. So the 45-yard line now for the Golden Eagles, as they'll be looking to right some wrongs here for certain. Feel like we've seen this play before. Kamara going back in motion. Looking to throw. And the pass is caught, but he will be smacked by Tranquil, who's had his hand on the ball a few times. 2nd and 15 at the 39-yard line now for the Golden Eagles. Kamara will motion out as a receiver. Looking to throw. Carr unloads. He's got the motion man. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Getting back those yards, but it's going to cost him here. Only one positive net gain there. 3rd and 9. Kamara in motion once again. Carr unloading down the field, and Taysom Hill cannot hold on to that ball. Underthrown just enough to get to Taysom Hill's hands and can't reel it in. I feel like that's more of a quarterback problem, but the receiver could also have caught that. So definitely a double-edged sword, if you will. Well, now look at this. Another 1-yard line punt. This is probably the most we've seen that in a game here in the Multinational Football League. Handoff. And is that a safety? No. But what's weird is it'll count as a TFL, and they're on the inch-yard line here. The Bisons could end up giving up a safety here. Will they, though? Pacheco is going to run right back out and give this offense a little breathing room. 3rd and 4 at the 7. On 3rd down, the Bisons lacking a bit. Might be the reason they're tied up. Passing is caught by Rashid Rice. Excuse me. Rashid Rice. There's no D in that. Anyways, the Honey Badger bringing him down. And the blitz is what ends up being a huge coaching decision that ends up getting him the first down there. And the 19-yard line is going to end up being the new clean slate for Patrick Mahomes here, looking to throw, and Noah Gray is going to get 9 yards there. 2nd and 1 at the 28. So now after 9 yards, they'll go ahead and do a play fake here. Mahomes unloading it, and it's caught down the sideline. And he gets inside the 30 in enemy territory. It's Xavier Worthy. A busted coverage play. And it just opens up beautifully right there. Nice block by Rashid Rice. Could have been better, but definitely slows that defense down, and he might have got 2 yards extra off that. 1st and 10 at the 28. Mahomes. Another play fake. Firing. Same spot. Rashid Rice couldn't hold on through the contact. Kool-Aid McKinstry, the safety in coverage there. 2nd and 10 at the 28. Mahomes fires. It's caught, and Noah Gray will come down with it. Travis Kelce has been missing for these games here, and I assume he is injured, which would be huge for the Bisons. Could be a main reason they've been losing a little bit too, as 4th and 4 will be the spot, and they'll go ahead and kick their field goal, reasonably so. About a 29 to 30, or I'm sorry, a 39 to 40 yard field goal, as Butker will put it through anyways. Three points. The separation between these teams. It's been a defensive one, but certainly, like I said, some flashes of that offense here, and we've seen it on that last drive. Can Derek Carr have his passing leader game here? He's at 207 right now. A big pass here would definitely put him on track. Carr, blitz coming, and Carr just can't get rid of it. He could. Actually, I say it's a incompletion there. 2nd and 10. Plenty of time. They don't need to waste anything here. Motion to Kamara. Looking to throw. Carr fires out towards Taysom Hill, and it's caught. Watson on the coverage there. 3rd and 4 at the 29. Carr unloading. Caught! Olave breaks free! Touchdown! And the Golden Eagles have their first lead of the day here in the 3rd. Chris Olave, take a look at this one. Pretty blanketed coverage, right? Ends up being able to catch this ball and run the length of the field. And Derek Carr, really to thank for that one. An incredible throw will put the Golden Eagles up by 4. As well as the extra point there. Wow, what a play. 47 seconds, all it took. And the Golden Eagles can knock off a huge contender here if they just keep this lead. Which is easier said than done with a full quarter left and an additional 3 minutes. And oh my goodness. A huge tackle right there. And it'll end up being 1st and 10 at the 28. Mahomes looking to throw. Pass is caught by Rashee Rice, who will end up picking up the first down at the 43-yard line. So now the Bisons looking to get on the move after a huge answer by the Golden Eagles. Firing. They got Rashee Rice for a short gain. And an additional 2 yards off of it, called 2nd and 5. 47-yard line. Inside their own territory still, though. Firing. And it's caught. Noah Gray will get the first down just across from where they stood, except this will put them in enemy territory at the 47-yard line. And play action, not fooling anybody. He goes down. Mahomes is sacked once again. Jordan ends up getting to him, and now it's going to be a 6-yard loss, and they're back at the 47. They'll end up running this one to get to almost midfield there. 3rd and 14 on their own territory. 49-yard line, though. Still a pretty decent shot at the deep ball. If they have it. Not going to want to risk it here. And they will actually take the shot. And it's tipped up. Oh my goodness. Almost a touchdown. Adebo nearly just had a freak accident play right on top of him. He's celebrating, but he knows for sure that that could have been caught off the tip pass, and ooh boy, Buenos Aires gonna pay for it. 3-yard line. So another shot at a possible safety here. Let's take a look at Derek Carr. Slinging that thing so far. Olave, Rashid Shaheed, 2 passing touchdowns for the Golden Eagles today. The question is, can they get a third, and can they get Carr above 300 in terms of yards here? So they'll go handoff or play fake here. Carr is going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. Looks like to a backup tight end. Probably third or fourth string. Not quite sure. Couldn't catch the ball, though. I know that. Carr firing once again, and it's caught. It'll be just a yard. So 3rd and 9 at the 5. Still very possible to get safetied here. They need to be careful as we move into the 4th quarter. Tension rising. The Golden Eagles take their first lead of the day in the 3rd, and the Bisons are coming out on top as far as the special teams play goes. We'll see who ends up getting the best of them right here, right now. So, this Monday night, been pretty good. Last game of week 5, we're finally here, and Carr is going to get up out of the pocket. He's going to end up sliding here 3 yards. This punt is going to end up getting the Bisons to the 40 with the return, and we'll see Mahomes set up with some, once again, pretty good field position. The question is, can this Golden Eagles defense hold up? They've been able to do it so far. Can they do it again? Pacheco running to the outside, and it's going to be a first down at the 46, already in enemy territory. Call it a rush of 14. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Mahomes with Twins formation, and oh my goodness, Chase Young smacks Pacheco. 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line. Noah Gray in motion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass is caught. Noah Gray is going to pick up a first down. So Mahomes able to make a really good play off the whip route, and Noah Gray just able to pick up those extra yards with some physicality at the end. Just not able to get past those guys. 1st and 10 at the 33. Olave going in motion. Looking to throw. Pass is caught, and Olave will end up picking up 9. Second and 1 at the 24. Motion for Noah Gray. Coming back inside. Mahomes fires! Caught! Rashid Rice. 1st and goal at the 3. A daring throw by Mahomes, and the pass is caught inside the 5. So now 1st and goal. Throwing end zone, touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. Bet you haven't heard his name said like that in a while. My goodness. What a play. Absolutely unbelievable. The Bisons pull out in front by 3 here in the early goings of the 4th. Could be a blessing or a curse depending on how the Golden Eagles respond. 6 plays, 59 yards, 3 minutes, and 7 seconds. The good field position ends up paying off, and the Golden Eagles will just have to fight back again on offense. See if they're able to do that here. 3 yards on the opening there, and that's going to be a 34-yard return. Actually, a pretty impressive return. 31 yards on that one. Chris Olave, 4 targets, 2 receptions, 113, and a touchdown. That was the last time they threw there, and we'll see Derek Carr attempting to throw here. He goes to the motion man, and Taysom Hill, 5-yard pickup. So definitely not bad. Keeping the average up a little. 2nd and 5. At the 39-yard line, looking to throw. Carr unloads, and that's into double coverage. Surprised they're not getting a late hit call. And it'll be 3rd and 5 at the 39. The Golden Eagles looking to convert here. Firing. Caught. He's down the sideline, and it's going to be a first down inside the 35. Or just at it. And the question was, will the Golden Eagles quarterback and Derek Carr be able to get the job done in terms of the passing milestone of 300? And he's got that now. Nearing the middle of the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 at the 35. Carr. Motion. They'll hand it off to Kamara, who's got a wide open hole, able to hit it for 4. And you can definitely see these two run defenses have certainly been clashing, and the gnarling of teeth has certainly been heard as this game has gone on, and Kamara able to pick up a gain of 2 there. Call it 3rd and just 2 more yards needed. 27-yard line. Kamara in motion. He becomes a receiver here. Looking to throw. Carr down the middle, and it's caught. Taysom Hill still on his feet. He gets inside the red zone, and the Golden Eagles definitely in field goal position to tie the game, but I've said it once, I'll say it again. I think they're thinking end zone. 19 yards, all they got to go for it. Kamara becomes a receiver once again, looking to throw. He'll get the ball here. It's caught. 6 yards. 2nd and 4 at the 13. Carr motioning Taysom Hill once again. Handoff. Kamara breaking through, and it's a 1st and goal at the 8. Huge play coming up. They got a tight bunch here, and it's incomplete. Barely got that one off. He would add his 2nd sack of the day, number 55 for the Bisons. Just not quite sure how to say his last name. Sure, if it came up across the screen, I'd be able to pronounce it slightly. 2nd and goal at the 8. Handoff. Kamara once again, and he's going to get 3 yards out of it. Potential goal line stand here for the Bisons. Can they do it? To go to 4 wins or just hold them to a field goal? That is the question. Going end zone, and it's out the back, incomplete. And that is not a good sign here on the goal line, and Chris Jones going to end up going out. Not a sight to see whatsoever. They'll end up taking the field goal nonetheless to try and tie the game. About a 22-yarder. Kick is up. It's good. A chip shot for the tie. And they've got it for certain. 2020 ball game. As the Bisons will get it back with plenty of time to score. Almost 3 minutes of time as a matter of fact, and they'll end up taking this drive to the 28, and we're going to see an injury here. Looks like the foot for the Golden Eagles main man on special teams, so that doesn't look good. They'll go handoff here. Pacheco, a 1-yard gain, and Pacheco re-experiencing some pains there. I'm not sure. I was going to say not sure if he's re-injured or not, but that's definitely showing its flashes, and that's a first down. Speaking of flashes, Pacheco's had some pretty big, significant runs, I guess I should say. Hasn't broke anything huge quite yet, but there's definitely still time as we hit the 2-minute warning. It's coming down to the wire here in KC with an O. First and 10 at the 39. Mahomes on the screenplay. He's going to hit Kareem Hunt, who's going to end up going for 6. No huddling here. 9-second runoff. Mahomes firing, caught. And Rashee Rice is going to pick up the first down. Now they got to go. No huddle is going to be the theme here. Hurry up tempo. Rice, the motion man, throwing. Pass is caught. And it's Noah Gray. Timeout. Golden Eagles have to use one defensively, and they're definitely in range. The Bisons could win this game right now. But this is a little scary considering all the blocked field goals we've seen in IRL. The question is, will it continue here into the video game world? And we're about to find out. Second timeout being taken by Buenos Aires. Only one more remaining. And it's all going to come down to a first down, it seems like. 2nd and 8. Motion to Noah Gray. He's going to go right back to his spot, though. Handoff. Pacheco. He could have it. No. Tackled a yard short, and now a huge play needs to happen here. Pacheco in the backfield here on 3rd and 1. 25-yard line. This means everything. He got past at the first down and more. They can run out the clock and kick the field goal right here. They will probably run down the rest of the clock if they're smart. And oh no. No, wait, hold on. The Bisons do have all 3 of their timeouts. They can run another play. Handoff. Pacheco is going to go for 6. They're not calling a timeout yet. Could be a huge mistake. They're going to let the clock run down. Huge kick. It's up. It's good. OKC will win the game. Oklahoma City comes out on top. 20-23. The Bisons walk away with a win at home in a thriller. Harrison Butker had to kick it through, and this one was hard to watch for some Bisons fans. Looked like they were about to lose to a middle-of-the-pack team, and they end up coming out on top. But the question is going to be, can they face bigger teams, considering how big this one was? Olave probably feels cheated right now, as that big run-in for the touchdown is not going to mean much. A 3-point difference. Derek Carr ends up outdoing Patrick Mahomes, actually, except for the completion percentage. But in terms of yards, it was certainly won by Derek Carr today. 2 touchdowns, 329 to his resume. He could end up being the passing leader. After this one, I believe he will be, to end week 5, as long as the simulation doesn't do anything crazy on the Russell Wilson Montreal Mounties game. So, with the player stats, We'll see who's all injured. I don't really, the rushing attack was slow. Receiving wise, through the air, looked really good on both sides. Now, the question is, who is our number one receiver of the day? I believe it's going to be Taysom Hill, the tight end out of BYU. We'll see, though. Xavier Worthy putting up a pretty good stat line. Fantasy owners probably really happy, except if you had him for a touchdown. He didn't get that. DeAndre Hopkins appeasing the touchdown. Fantasy owners maybe not that excited. Isaiah Pacheco with 10 yards, and then Foster Moreau, 14 yards. And actually, Olave is going to win the battle here against his own teammate. 113 yards, a 56.5 average, as he only received twice today. He ended up getting the touchdown, and again, probably making that fantasy owner happy right now. Blocking wise, Joe Tooney, 4 pancakes, only went up 1 sack. Humphreys, 4 pancakes, none. Trey Smith, and just the rest of that line, I think that's the story in this one. A lot of stuff there, and Trevor Penning, the only guy with no pancakes and just 1 sack. On the defensive side of things, really interested to see the pass deflections. Shamari Connor could have had a pick. Didn't happen. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pass deflection as well. Paulson Adebo, they'll credit him with a pass deflection. Demario Davis gets a pass deflection, almost an interception. Brian Cook ends up getting a pass deflection and an interception. Went back 2 yards, though. Definitely not good there. Pass deflection for Amadi, who could have had a pick. Drew Tranquil dropped a few. 2 deflections. Kool-Aid McKinstry with a pass deflection as well. Tershawn Wharton on the line with an pass deflection there. I don't remember when that happened, but good for that guy. And I think that is all. Except for kicking, obviously punting, if you're interested in who won that battle. 215 yards for Matt Ariza inside the 20. The touchbacks, he had 2, but definitely won the yards battle. The kick returns. Best returner of the day, Dante Pettis. Ended up doing really good. McCole Hardman on the punt return, 9 yards. No one else really got a shot. Had 2 punt returns. And that is going to be the end. Ladies and gentlemen, with the 2-minute mark hitting our video, I say so long from Oklahoma City and what was a thriller to end off week 5. We finally got it done, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out, and we'll see ya, or I'll see ya, in the next one. Peace out, guys.